Hello to my Oasis family. It's Miss Melanie, the RN for our charter school system. I just wanted to put a video out as a tutorial and talk about masks, mask wearing, and the difference between different types of masks in order to hopefully help our staff in preparation for returning to school this year. There are several different types of mask, and I encourage you to find the one that is the best fit for you. Try it out at home, making sure that you have good protection, that it's flush with your face. So you're hopefully to prevent droplets from coming into contact with your mouth and nose. Another good reason to try it out is because you're going to be teaching in front of a group of students for long periods of time during the day, and you want to make sure that when your mask is on, that it stays in place and you don't have to constantly adjust it. So try talking with your mask on for a period of time. Make sure it's comfortable for you. It definitely is an adjustment period. To learn how to do it while you're speaking for long periods of time, and to make sure, depending on your face shape, that it is the right size for you. I know I always thought it would be adult size for the cloth ones, but for me, because I have a really narrow face, that the child size works better for me to stay in place. Okay, so different types of masks. CDC recommends that the general public is covered by wearing a cloth face mask. Now, cloth face masks don't necessarily give you protection as the individual, but we know that COVID-19 is spread when you possibly don't even know that you have it. So this is providing protection for everyone else against you. So that's what the cloth face masks are for. So there are different types of those. There's one called a gaiter that I have around my neck right now. For me, this is not my preference. Some people may like it. I find that when I put it on, trying to speak, it kind of sucks in to my face. So I'm not a fan of it, but you may be. So this just kind of goes up over your mouth and nose like this, and just kind of sits on you. If you wanted some added protection, because I think a lot of these are made pretty thin, as a thin layer, you can put the second one over the top. But when I talk, if you can kind of see my lips, this is sucking into my face. So as a teacher that has to talk a lot during the day, or any of our staff members, this would not be my personal preference. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Our second one is a cloth face mask, that one of them that I have, which is really cute in design. It has a pocket that you can put a filter in. Now, a lot of these filters that you may find on the internet are for large droplet particles. They may not necessarily provide you protection for small droplets, such as COVID-19. But this one, if I put it on, and I can cover my mouth and nose, seems like it would do the job. But what I'm finding as I'm talking, it's kind of moving around. And as you notice, as I'm talking, it's now coming down and not providing me coverage. So if I want to be protected all day, I'm going to have to constantly do this, which means that my dirty hands are going to be touching this. They're going to be constantly going up and down. So this one for me was not the best fit because it's a little too large. Another one, another type of cloth face mask I have here, and I'm going to put it on and show you. So this does fit over my whole face. I can talk. I can move around. This is very thick material. It's a couple different layers. I do like this one for the fact that it doesn't move. However, as I'm speaking, my glasses are fogging up. And again, this is very thick material. So for me to be able to speak for long periods of time is very challenging. And the reason is, you see, like, it's sucking into my face. It is great for the thickness it provides, but as far as if I'm teaching for long periods of time, this may not be the best option for me. Another one we have is called a surgical face mask. So you will be provided these at school. Every day when you come in as a staff member, we have allocated lots of these surgical face masks. They are 3-ply disposable masks that you can use. And again, we'll be providing those at school. It's not something that you have to go out and purchase. Of course, you can choose to if you like, but just wanted you to know that we're offering you that protection at school. So surgical face masks are loose fitting, they're disposable devices. They do create a physical barrier between the mouth and the nose. And the wearer has a barrier against potential contaminants that are in the air, that they would be filtered out before they can get to you. We're talking about droplets, bodily fluids, blood. If at any time they get saturated though, they will need to be changed out and a new one put on. So this is an example of what I have as a surgical mask. Okay, so for me, if I put this on, this is an adult size. So I put it on over my nose and mouth, and then it has a metal piece inside that you would press against your nose, which is nice because it gives you that protection. And I'm tucking it under my chin. Now, if you notice, here I do have gaps. This is adult size, this is large, but I do have some gaps here due to the size of my face. So as I'm talking, you can't see it, but I can see that my glasses are continuing to fog up every time I breathe in and out. So I did see a great hack on the internet that I'm going to share it with you. Full disclosure, I did not make this up, but I think it's a great idea. That it would allow you to be able to speak for long periods of time. It doesn't suck into your face, and it gives you that protection of being more flush with your skin. So it does require you to touch the edges of the inside of your mask. So anytime we're putting a mask on, we always want to make sure that we are performing hand hygiene, whether it's alcohol-based hand sanitizer that has at least 60% alcohol is effective. Also washing your hands with for 20 seconds with soap and water is the most effective. So either one of those are acceptable. So I'm going to show you this little hack that I've seen. So I'm going to perform hand hygiene first because I know it's going to require me to touch my mask. So here I have my surgical 3-ply mask. I'm going to fold it in half long ways. Okay. And I'm going to take these loops on here and I'm going to tie them in a knot. And when I tie them in a knot, I want that knot to be as flush with the mask as possible. So really getting it all the way down as far as you can. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this other side. Again, getting it as far down as I can. So now we have our mask, but I have these holes here, these gaps. So we're going to push the gaps to the inside of our mask. So now it looks like this, and kind of push it up. So this is what you get. It kind of makes a boat. Do the same thing to the other side. Okay. Now I have my boat, and I'm going to put on my mask. I'm going to make sure that it's pressed against my nose, and now you see I have no gaps here. It's flush with my skin. It actually pulls out, so it's a lot more breathable, I feel like. And as I'm talking, it doesn't fog up my glasses whatsoever, not even a tiny bit. So this is an option for you if you're going to wear the surgical face mask and you're finding that you're having trouble with the fit. And also if you wear glasses like I do, this is a great option to do for protection as well as breathability. Okay. Our next one is an N95 mask. So N95s are really reserved for healthcare workers. There is a shortage going on right now. And not only that, they require a special fit. So you have to be tested to know what size you are, to make sure that this is going to give you the protection that you need. This is just an example of one that I have because this is the right fit for me. I have been tested for it. These are also very, very fitted to your face. So they don't provide the most breathability, and they are difficult to wear all day. If you do have N95s and you know that that's your size, of course you can wear them, but just be mindful of the ability to be able to wear them all day. Another added protection layer would be a face shield. So a face shield is not a substitution for a mask, but you can wear them in conjunction with a mask. If you're going to come in contact with people that you're less than 6 feet of distance, you have to work one-on-one with a student and you want that added layer of protection from your eyes, you can have your mask on and then a clear face shield. Every staff member will be provided a face shield that you will be able to wear. These are reusable. You will be able to disconnect the plastic piece off of it and disinfect it every night. So this is a nice added protection for you. If you have any questions, I'm always available. You can email me. If you're having concerns and you want some input, please reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. I hope this video provided you some good education and I hope everyone has a great day.